This is John Gruden of the Las Vegas Raiders. I tell you what, man, you're spending your time sitting down listening to a podcast called Call Now? Why?
Call now.
Call now.
Call now. Call now. Call or log on now.
Call now.
Call right now. Call in the next 18 minutes. Call in the next 16 minutes.
Call in the next 7 minutes.
Call or log on now.
Hello and welcome to Call Now, where we plunge headfirst into the surreal world of infomercial. And while we can't offer you free shipping, we can guarantee that the views and opinions expressed on this podcast are definitely those of this network. Thank you, Tim. My name is Dan Sturdivant. I am joined, as always, by my co-host on this three-man we've known as Call Now, Mark Pedrati. Top of the morning, Mark.
Hello.
Melodic. Thank you.
That was awesome.
Try to top that. Dave Sandrini. Hey, Dave.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Guys, we're getting back in shape tonight. We're going back to the gym. We're going to transform our bodies and our lives and start hoping that a stranger attacks us on the way to our cars. All right? It's double time. If you have the will, Tae-Bo is the way. It's Billy Blake's time. Let's get a little bit of Tae-Bo.
What's happening in Los Angeles that brings thousands of people to the hottest training center in the country? Here's a hint. You've read about it in the pages of People, Self, Allure, and Cosmopolitan. You've seen it on Good Morning America and the E! Entertainment Network. On any given day, you can find people named Sinbad, Carmen Electra, Lisa Rinna, or Shaq doing it. It focuses on a man named Billy Blanks and his brilliant fitness creation called Tae-Bo.
I really enjoyed watching this infomercial. I want to be very, very clear about that. It felt strange watching. I have a somewhat personal history with Tae-Bo because we did Tae-Bo in gym class in school. Mm-hmm. It was really great. I couldn't remember if it was elementary school or middle school where we did it.
Middle school.
Middle.
Turn them off right to the middle.
Button
Right there. Okay. Now you can hear me.
It was in middle school. And so what kind of blurs the line for me is because a little history lesson is I went to a different elementary school from you two gentlemen.
Yeah, that all sounds great. Now let's get to the food.
Where we also did the Macarena.
Macarena madness.
In gym class. Not sure if you guys did the Macarena.
It's about a sexy senorita named Macarena.
Yep. We did line dancing, which I think was great. Pretty normal. Great awkward time for chubby, sweaty hand boys to have to dance with, or New York girls for the square dancing segments. And so the reason I couldn't remember if Tae-Bo was elementary or middle school is because my elementary school, we were also taught German from second to fifth grade.
Why?
And I didn't know that was weird until I got to college and told people in college that I went to an elementary school that made us learn German.
I don't know what to say, really.
So
Sure.
I didn't think Tae-Bo was that far off. I thought you have the straight lines.
Straight as a ruler.
You got the moves.
64 different exercises.
You got the kicks.
Hey, I'm kicking.
You got the coordination.
Movement that blend together.
We didn't have uniforms,
Thanks a lot, Lynn.
but, the German was part of the curriculum.
Huh.
And I know that that's not the point of the episode.
I don't care.
But it's context, and I thought it was important to bare my soul to you guys about that.
What's on a cookie?
So, Ich bin Dan.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
And let's just start chopping. I mean, guys, other than being forced to learn Tae-Bo,
Makes you want to do it.
how has Tae-Bo affected your lives? Do you guys find that you have the will now after being re-immersed?
You got the will. I got the way. That's Tae-Bo.
I remember it the same way you do. I think this might have been the first exercise I actually did.
I'm going to Tae-Bo.
Whoa.
Like the first willing kind of exercise.
Hold on to your power rod.
Besides maybe baseball
2 and 1 to count.
or going on a hike.
And a backpack or a...
Billy Blanks was right.
Billy likes to tell people the truth about working out.
Yeah.
The testimonials were all true, right?
I was trying to change my movie career.
It was so trendy that of all the other fitness products that we've looked at,
64.
how many of them showed up in middle schools?
Gee, I can't wait till I go to hike school.
Yeah. right?
You know?
It became part of the physical fitness curriculum. It was just like, oh, of course you're going to do Tae-Bo because everyone does Tae-Bo.
So you're going to leave it on your counter and you're going to want it there because you're going to use it every single day.
It's fun. It's fitness. It's kicky punchy.
And all the punching and all the kicking.
It's dance moves.
Dance.
It's a blast.
Sand blast.
Think about it this way, though. This is our first national guy.
Hey, everybody, I'm Guy Fieri.
That even if you've never done it or ever heard of it,
So this is the Roto Razor. I've heard about it. I've never used it before.
or no, you heard of it, but you never, heard of anybody doing it.
That's all I do.
Billy Blanks was a household name.
It focuses on a man named Billy Blank.
Ron Popeil is not a household name, and he's a big name.
It took me over 10 long years to invent a fryer.
He's a big name.
Right.
Ronco's a household name.
This is a paid program from Ronco.
Ron Popeil is a little lower, but
So pull it out, and it's about 3/4 of the way done now.
the Mick and Mimi's of the world.
Are we early or something?
We've led ourselves up to a still household name in Billy Blanks.
There's only one Billy Blank.
Super famous.
One of the greatest names of all time, too.
I know.
I kept looking for a real name. That's his real name.
Really?
I wonder if part of it was because it was such a fitness trend.
I tried what everyone told me. I tried dieting. I tried jogging. Nothing worked.
Like spin classes now.
Only Slim Cycle transforms from the upright to recumbent position, so it's as comfortable as sitting on your couch.
Or CrossFit, etc.
I don't know how I could do this at home with any other machine.
And it was sort of the, post like jazzercise.
Even if you don't need to lose the weight, just think how great jazzercise will make you feel.
From the 80s and stuff like that. I wonder if that's why we knew,
I also think like think of all the diets that we remember growing up to, like all those different names too. Like I think it fits in those categories.
A delicious filling shake for breakfast, another for lunch, then a sensible dinner.
But the fact that it reached public schools, and we were all in 7th grade when we did this the first time.
And this is the first time you've ever made pasta in your life.
I remember them rolling the TV out. I'll never forget this day because I was like, what are we getting into?
What the heck is it?
And then by the end of it, I was like, I can't wait for the next class to do this.
You do it one time, you'll not ever you'll never do anything else.
Like I was a big fan of it.
I'm pretty excited about it.
I thought it was cool too.
That is awesome.
It was like the only fad I ever became a part of in the fitness world. Like I never bought a Bowflex.
This guy told me about the Bowflex.
I don't know anybody that did.
I bought my first Bowflex in July of 1994.
The DeLorean of workout equipment. Yeah.
It is.
Well, it's a DeLorean.
So. Well, yeah, and I think Tae-Bo came on a little bit of the heels of and was kind of the non-mom version of Sweatin' to the Oldies.
Hey there, it's me, Richard Simmons.
That I think was first. So you had the Richard Simmons crowd and the vibe of group fitness, loud, just move. Get off your ass and move.
Listen, are you sick and tired of boring lookalike
And
exercise
this took
videos?
that and made it like, yeah, but be cool about it. And like,
yeah,
throw some fucking punches. Like,
And all the punching and all the kicking.
get tough. It's like, oh shit. And there's a lot of disclaimers like, this is not martial arts. This is not self-protection. Do not think that this is something that you can use to protect yourself. As we discuss a little bit further, some folks in this infomercial maybe do cross that line with the level of confidence they feel after going through a few rounds of Tae-Bo with Billy B.
I
But
don't usually go into the parking lot. I'm like, oh, I can beat somebody up. But I know that if something was to happen, I have strength now.
yeah, I think that was kind of it. It's everyone's always known you just have to move. And if you can find something that will make you move regularly, that is good for you.
Well, that's good.
Every doctor has told me that since my size 18 Huskies in 5th grade. Like,
I've been heavy all my life.
you just have to move for a half an hour, buddy. It's like, all right.
In just 20 to 30 minutes, 3 times a week.
But that's it.
That's all I do.
If your lady
Or a woman.
was like, let's do a class, like let's do a spin class or something, you'd be, like once a week, like let's just do Tae-Bo once a week. It's like, sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'll give it a shot. You kind of just stand there, there's no weights.
30-pound
You
rod.
don't have a lot of technical stuff that you have to do, like burpees and even something like
Yeah.
that. You kind of just standing, pulling your legs up
Hey, I'm punching. Hey, I'm kicking.
and stuff like that. So but I get it.
Yeah.
3 punches in, 3 punches out, like it's in increments of 3, and
Double time.
And it's hard.
Hold on to your power rods.
Let me see that.
I remember it being hard.
If you want to see what 13 inches looks like.
I remember double time.
Yeah.
double time, go. 1, 2.
Hey, for Patreon, the three of us will transform our bodies and reimmerse ourselves in Tae-Bo. We'll see. We'll see how things go.
Yeah.
That's working. Overtime.
Yeah. So I do want to make sure that we give enough of the background. Like we said, everybody knows Tae-Bo, and if you don't know it, you're at least spiritually aware of it.
You read about it in the pages of People, Self, Allure, and Cosmopolitan.
It's a total body fitness system that incorporates martial arts techniques such as kicks and punches, which became quite popular in the 90s. The popular misconceptions, that's called Tae-Bo because it's a combination of Taekwondo and boxing.
No, the defense is wrong.
But as our host, four-time Olympic medalist Dara Torres explains, it's from the Korean word Tae, which means foot, and Bo for punch.
Tae from the Korean word for foot, and Bo for the word boxing.
Love that.
I can't believe this. I'm telling you.
Which I could not corroborate on the internet.
Just take a look on the internet.
Those aren't the words. Anytime I search for iterations of foot or punch in Korean, they don't come up with Tae or Bo. So
Why are you in a tuxedo?
it was the 90s. No one, fact checking didn't exist. No one could bang it back then. So good for them.
Sure.
Yeah, regardless, good call by their marketing team to go with Tae-Bo, because even though, like I said, it couldn't validate that, if they'd gone with a different language, it doesn't have the same snap, right? And like if they'd gone with my elementary school's proclivity for German,
This is a fantastic.
or even just English, like foot boxing, doesn't really have that pop, or Fußboxen if you were going the German route, doesn't really sting. So
Thanks for the vote of confidence, Granny.
again, combo martial arts, boxing, kickboxing, dancing, and anything else that any aspiring actor looking to be an extra in the next Rocky reboot would be doing.
The story of Billy Blanks reads like a real-life Rocky.
That's what's in Tae-Bo, and it's set to upbeat music. You're moving, you're grooving, you're killing it, and you're following the guru, Billy Blanks.
There's only one Billy Blanks.
Who started putting this stuff together in 1976.
Barely out of his teens at age 20,
So he was a decorated martial artist.
Billy won the first of 7 World Karate Championships and was well on his way to collecting 36 international gold medals in karate competition.
Who, the way he describes it, started getting bored.
I got bored,
So he started incorporating music. Before he knew it, he started dancing while he was
so I added music to my workout.
not dancing, more or less choreographing his steps and moves as he was going through and working
Then I
out.
took my karate and put music with the karate, boxing, dance, muscle conditioning. I combined all those exercises into one thing.
And before we knew it, Blanks, who was an actor and stuntman, got to the 90s and became a pop culture phenomenon.
This is what every guy wants to look like.
He was supported by the celebrity clients that he supported.
On any given day, you can find people named Sinbad, Carmen Electra, Lisa Rinna, or Shaq doing it.
The big names that always come up when you search through are the Paula Abdul, who sang his praises dramatically.
I may go along with that recommendation if you can name at least 2 Paula Abdul
Brooke
songs.
Shields,
Would you welcome, please, Miss Brooke Shields.
Shaquille O'Neal,
Getting an online car insurance quote from my buddy, the General, is a slam dunk.
Ashley Judd, Sinbad,
Hey, give the man a break. He's a dad trying to get a toy.
David Atkins.
and all this leading to the incredible success of Tae-Bo. And they estimate the sales between 80 and 130 million. And they sold 1.5 million tapes in the first year that Tae-Bo was out. So in the first year, they shipped 1.5 million VHS tapes.
AM, FM, radio.
Across the United States and Canada.
In this country.
And it hasn't gone away. He's still out there. He's still killing it. He still looks better than I ever will.
I've been heavy all my life.
He's jacked.
He is an absolute monster, and he really is a role model. A lot of stuff is very true, where he is self-made man, and he had a great idea and found a great way to sell it.
Believe me, it's well worth it.
But I think for our purposes, the way that they sold it in this package, in this specific 28-minute slice of heaven.
Is that amazing, folks?
The one question that I kept asking was, why?
Religion, greed, money, sex. But why? Why? Why?
As always, it's easy to dismiss this stuff as a joke, but we have to consider the whys of each show, and there are a lot of them. Real quick,
I'm gonna do something more real quick.
on the production side, because I don't think that's the magic of this one.
It looks magic.
It takes on a messy but
No mess.
informative
Ingredients.
documentary style, or maybe a faux journalistic sales vid, which I think Dan has something to say about later.
Coming up on Call Now.
It looks like they followed an actual class that was deep into their new religion.
I am a golden god!
And they don't seem to really be selling this thing. So, guys, let's get down to it.
Are we early or something?
Is this an honest infomercial?
The problem is people have been lied to.
Is Billy Blanks a disruptor with a capital D?
Hello! Look at that.
I mean, this video goes against everything that we have learned about infomercials over the last few months, which is that each item is cheap.
That's economical!
Easy.
It's so easy, a child can do
It
it.
works fast.
So fast.
Tae-Bo is none of those things. It's difficult.
Yeah.
The truth is, it's going to be a challenge.
It takes time. It takes will, which can't be easy.
It takes your will.
We have an anti-pitchman. Counterculture has entered the chat. Brought to you by the omnipresent and slightly sinister parent company, Northern Response.
Brought to you by Northern Response.
What do you think?
Yes, I am drinking every last drop of what you just poured.
Frozen drink.
It took a couple rewatches for it to sink in, but where the light really went on for me was
One of you mugs got a light.
when our host, Dara Torres, 4-time Olympic medalist,
Although my training has led me to 4 Olympic medals.
who is dressed as a journalist. She's wearing her pantsuit and blazer.
You're in a suit. Aren't you worried about that?
She's standing center focus. She's talking about her experience and is leading to the section where she talks about actually using and practicing Tae-Bo. And when she sat down with Billy to discuss this for a minute, and the camera does the slight pan over her shoulder, and the graphic moves in of her, I was like, this is a news broadcast.
Stephen Montgomery has been stuck here in the ground for the past 2 months.
Yep.
This is it. I was like, holy shit. They're just treating this like it's a 4-minute segment on the nightly news.
Coming up.
That they happen to stretch for 28 minutes.
Well, I said it was going to take under 3 minutes.
It's so good.
You don't hear from Billy until the 11-minute mark. Only 28 minutes long.
Got a long show, folks.
And not to think too much about it, but like
What would you think if I put dirt on it?
cult guru mentalities
Anyone who meets Billy Blanks will instantly fall in love with him.
stuff is always kind of scary.
Thanksgiving.
When you're deifying somebody.
He is the American inventor.
But I think it was safe here. I think Billy handles it well.
I don't know if you can put it into words, but something about him makes you want to do better.
They let everyone build him up for 10 minutes.
Billy is the greatest. I love Billy.
And Dara does her monologue. Tease up. She got a chance to sit down with Billy after a recent shoot where she got to be in the video for Tae-Bo. And I was like,
I caught up with Billy during a rehearsal for his latest video.
oh, this is what it is. It took me a while for it to kick in. But once I got it, it all kind of made a little bit more sense for it that way. And yeah, it's not an infomercial in the sense of it being jammed down your throat, and they admit it.
If you promise to tell a friend about it so we can get some word-of-mouth advertising.
They say, he's like, there's no magic to it. You just got to get off your ass and do it.
That's how he closes it.
Yeah.
That's his close. Is that it's like, hey, it's not easy. This isn't for everybody.
It is going to take some effort. It is going to take some will. It is going to take some time. But you know what? If you didn't have all those challenges, everybody in the world would be in shape. But they're not. So if you got the will, I got the way.
He challenges you.
It's like, whoa, wait a minute.
Are we early or something?
You know, you're not supposed to do that.
How can chocolate pasta taste good?
In the testimonials, there's not a phony one in there.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, they got these guys after class.
Gee, I can't wait till I go to hikes. Well,
Clearly, it's probably a group that they followed for a while, right?
What's the idea behind circuit training?
They're all in because they're like 2 months into like losing weight.
Just want to lose some fat.
And exercising and feeling better.
I'm pretty excited about it.
Guys, they all got paid. Every one of them got paid. There was that disclaimer at the end, the paid presentation by Billy Blanks, Tae-Bo, brought to you by Northern Response. That is a disclaimer you put on there when you don't need to tell who gets paid.
Mr. Moderator, may I interject here and then allow Mr. Pedrati to have the remainder of his 2 minutes? Is that acceptable? I'll allow it. Thank you, Tim. Okay. So the infomercial opens with the following text right after the Northern Response graphic and the sound effect, and it takes 20 seconds for 4 full-screen graphics, and they read, and I quote, "All endorsements you are about to see, even the celebrity testimonials, have been freely volunteered for your benefit. No price could be put on the information they will share with you, and they asked for nothing in return. They have been unified by one thing that has changed their lives forever, and it can do the same for you.
Celebrities must have got paid,
I yield the
though,
floor
right?
back to Mr. Pedrati.
Yeah, they must have got paid.
Whoa, Shaq was in a parking lot at like next to the highway. You think they paid him? They ambushed him. He didn't get paid for that.
Get off your butt, man. Before work or after work, you Tae-Bo.
All right. I mean, I want to believe that.
This was a paid presentation for Billy Blank's Tae-Bo, brought to you by Northern Response. That showed up on the screen twice.
Yeah, because it's not a news broadcast. They're going to be honest about that. This isn't just the news. This isn't a segment on Channel 4 between sports and weather. They're admitting that.
The following program is a paid presentation for Billy Blank's Tae-Bo, brought to you by Northern Response.
The following program is a paid advertisement for Bowflex.
The following is a paid program brought to you by Housewares Inventions.
The following is a paid advertisement for The Magic Bullet, brought to you by Homeland Housewares.
Proving a point, you don't have to celebrate, Frank.
I also think that beginning text, I am not a lawyer.
I did not want to hurt myself.
That sounds more like a story that you want to tell somebody and not actual legal terms. Read it one more time.
All endorsements you're about to see, even the celebrity testimonials, have been freely volunteered for your benefit. No price could be put on the information they will share with you, and they ask for nothing in return. They've been unified by the one thing that has changed their lives forever, and can do the same for you.
That's not like a legal disclaimer. That's a Star Wars in a galaxy far, far away story.
I wish they did the scroll.
It should have said, no celebrities took any money, period.
Read my lips. No new taxes.
These were not paid people, period. Like, it should have been something like that.
Freely volunteered for your benefit.
People just like you.
I wonder if it was like a screener situation. Maybe they were led to a degree, or in LA they were given out VHSs at gyms or something, and some of them just liked it.
Once you try this, you'll never go back.
You know, like Carmen Electra.
It's more fun than just doing jumping jacks or running in place, you know?
Shaq.
Get off your butt, man.
Just like, this is great.
And Peter Onorati.
You get into shape almost without knowing it.
And Ray Alejandro.
When he comes on your TV and you plug him into the VCR.
Yeah, and TJ Storm.
When I'm training for a movie like Conan, for instance.
He did 90 movies.
64.
You know that? Jeez.
That was awesome.
Blanks did a lot too. Blanks was in Tango and Cash.
Oh, yeah, let me guess. The welcoming committee.
It's either that or a surprise party.
Which is a crazy movie.
Oh, yeah.
And, oh, God, what was the other one?
Is he in, like, Kickboxer or Lionheart or something like that?
Yeah, Lionheart, and two that I've seen. Tango and Cash and The Last Boy Scout.
Hey, life up, bitch.
Oh, The Last Boy Scout.
The Last Boy Scout.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, he's a pro.
And he was like, I'm sick of this.
I got bored.
You know why? Because he probably got paid nothing.
Believe me, it's well worth it.
Because you got to be Arnold.
What do you expect? You're my #1 customer.
You know, you have to be the stuntman beyond all stuntmen to actually get paid.
I'm not as young as most of these guys. I'm 58 years old.
And he was like, I'm going to do what I love, which is just work out.
Can you see that working?
And this was the 80s, too. In the 80s, I think, we're just like, let's get this big guy.
Big county fair favorite.
Pay him way under the table.
Now here's a Barnage table. What a mess.
He'll, like, break his back for us.
Back and to the left.
No contract sort of thing.
And every 90 days, you're going to receive...
I'm sticking with mine until we get a legal review of the beginning and end text.
That's some bullet.
I'm midway. I think the team or the class without the celebrities, I think they were like, we'll do this for free. We'll do this for Billy.
Billy is the greatest. I love Billy.
The celebrities, I think you could turn over some rocks there.
The story of Billy Blanks reads like a real-life Rocky.
Oh, yeah.
I dare you to. I'll get the rocks. You try to turn them over. How's that sound?
30-pound rod.
You'll get the rock?
Welcome to the Rock.
Sure.
On to the Ronnie. It's no secret that infomercials love to claim that the products they're pitching are award-winning, but let's not forget that they wouldn't have any of those fake awards without the hard work of the real stars of these infomercials. And that's why each week we hand out the Ronnies, our acknowledgement of the greatest moments and performances in these informative and supposedly objective works of art. Named in honor of the godfather and patron saint of TV pitchmen, Ron Popeil. Our first category, best value proposition. As Dave mentioned, this one's weird because, again, it's very passive selling techniques. They're not hitting you over the head with how fast or easy it is. It's hard.
Truth is, it's going to be a challenge.
You're not going to like it, but you're going to love it. Oh, are you the stern father I'm missing? All right. So the propositions that I had that I think deserve some review are, It's not boring.
This is explosive. This is exciting. This is energizing. This is power.
I feel like that was the most consistent feedback from people, was that it wasn't boring.
And it's boring. Within 5 minutes, I'm bored.
You didn't lose the will to do it. You try it once, you're going to be addicted to it.
Once you try this, you'll never go back.
It's not boring was the one thing that they kept coming back to, other than just bad-mouthing all of the other ways to work out, which isn't a value prop as much as it don't do.
Tried everything you can imagine.
The other is anyone can do it.
People just like you.
Because star athletes can do it alongside executives and housewives.
Top athletes and celebrities crowd into the Billy Blanks World Training Center, shoulder to shoulder with housewives, executives.
That's neat.
Sure.
The last one is that celebrities do it.
According to Billy, the things that are important to athletes and celebrities are the same things that are important to everyone.
Because celebrities always make good choices. So we should make those same choices when presented with the opportunity.
To do what I want, how I want, and when I want.
So that's it. Just 3. It's not boring.
This is explosive. This is exciting. This is energizing. This is power.
Anyone can do it.
You can do it. If I can do it, anybody can do it.
And celebrities do it.
Quick correction there, Dan. Celebrities, housewives, and kids.
And kids.
Could tip the scales.
I mean, I guess, Tim, are kids included in anyone? Tim, turn your mic on. Yeah, yes, the kids are included. Batteries are not, kids are. So, Mark, is that where you're headed? Is that it? Is that tipping the scale for you?
I've been heavy all my life.
Because kids can do it?
Yeah, definitely. So, because I was one of those kids.
Whoa.
We did it.
It's so easy. A child
We
can do it.
believed it.
I can't believe I made this.
And now that you're telling me housewives
Professional mom, and I've never done this before.
and executives can
And
do it?
executives.
Appreciate it very much, Tim Apple.
And I was one of the kids
Executives.
And now you're an executive.
aspiring to be a housewife or an executive. Like, yeah, this is going to follow me my entire life. Yeah.
Wow. You did it as a kid. You disparaged it as an executive. All right, Dave, what do you got?
I don't like anyone can do it
Take that for data.
in our infomercial world because that's a very standard, boring
I got bored.
infomercial thing, is that anyone can do it. The Bowflex would say that.
Like if a woman wants to work
The
out.
pasta maker would say that.
You can't make any mistakes with it.
Celebrities do it.
According to Billy, the things that are important to athletes and celebrities are the same things that are important to everyone.
Cool, but I think it's more about the cult. It's more about the religion. So celebrities getting special treatment, I don't think is great.
Oh, that's great.
So I definitely go with it's not boring because that's a really important part about, maintaining a healthy lifestyle.
It really is so easy to use. You're going to use it every single day.
Is that you're not going out for a jog in the morning when you're like, God, I got to do this again by myself, blah, 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 blah. It's, you're getting active, with Billy and the gang, and, you're going double time, baby. So it's not boring for me.
I am with you, and for that reason, it's not boring. It was tops on the board. It was going to take a miracle to swing that. I think, Mark, if you were still an active participant in Tae-Bo, you could have sold me on that it followed you your whole life and that you were still into it.
Good point.
And that anyone can do it would bring it home. So if you were still drinking out of those Billy Blanks mugs, yes. But I think we just have to appreciate how not boring this is. Congratulations.
The problem is people have been lied to.
Most workouts and machines are boring.
This is explosive. This is exciting. This is energizing. This is power.
And it became exciting to me again. The truth is, it's going to be a challenge.
It's more fun than just doing jumping jacks or running in place.
It makes you want to do it.
Billy Blanks hates equipment. He was like, you don't need a gadget to do this.
They've been told that different type of gadgets are going to help them get in shape.
Yeah. Yeah, they talk bad about gadgets.
It's
I love
awesome.
The anti-gadgetism is pretty phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted to say Bowflex too. You could tell.
The bow.
Because this is running into peak Bowflex territory.
It is.
That was another thing, that the empty promises and the false hope from these gadgets and fad equipment. And I was like,
People are tired of hearing lies about this fad, this equipment is going to help you, and this is going to help you. What's going to help you get on that equipment?
Randy's going to punch through that wall.
I bet Blank. Good luck up against Billy Blanks. I think he hates the Bowflex. I bet he saw that thing and was just furious.
This one's mine. You can't have
So, Mark,
Didn't this come before it?
this infomercial is earlier than the infomercial that we did for the Bowflex, but Bowflexes were already flying off the shelves.
They were like 92, right?
Craig Alberthal bought his first Bowflex in July of 1994.
I bought my first Bowflex in July of 1994.
Which is my chief data point for understanding their importance.
God.
Because he did not want to hurt himself.
I did not want to hurt myself.
So,
gotcha.
And Craig Alberthal is not a celebrity, and he also did not endorse Tae-Bo. But guys, what a surprise. What a transition. Our next category is the best celebrity endorsement. Oh my God. Oof. So, couple of ground rules for the category. It is only celebrities who we see in the infomercial. So, I guess we'll get out of the way a few of the honorable mentions and some of the ones that come up that they mention a few times in here. Paula Abdul comes up.
Paula Abdul and
yeah, she wasn't there.
Sugar Ray Leonard a couple of times.
Sugar Ray Leonard, he trained him.
Wait, wasn't there a cutaway to Sugar Ray Leonard?
I don't think so.
Right.
I think they cut to Billy when they said Sugar Ray, and it was when they were doing black and white grainy when they said it, and they did it very quickly. So they're like, and I think that's probably what they were thinking. Let's let in. They're like, that's a gigantic jacked guy throwing punches. I don't think a Sugar Ray. Keep going. I know said he trained Sugar Ray. I don't think they said that Sugar Ray did Tae-Bo. So honorable mention. And the last one that they said a couple was Lisa Rinna.
Lisa Rinna?
Okay, great.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I do the same thing. I had to bang it before. So we'll stick with the celebrities who we see in the infomercial. Our first nominee is Carmen Electra, Baywatch babe at the time, who was wearing an oversized hoodie that was almost covering her face, but it was her.
It was cool.
That was pretty sweet. It was a very 90s look. I was like, it's pretty boss.
It's more fun than just doing jumping jacks or running in place.
Sinbad, who is a repeat offender throughout. He has 3 separate hits, and he is fonted as actor / comedian / host of Vine.
He's got to be the favorite, right?
Heavyweight.
Yeah, killing it.
I was trying to change my movie career.
The next was Rael Andrews, who was on General Hospital.
When he comes on your TV and you plug him into the VCR.
Shaquille O'Neal, whom they ambushed in a parking lot.
Get off your butt, man.
Shannon Tweed just pops in there for a quick thank you, Billy.
I don't know if you can put it into words, but something about him makes me want to do better.
Dara Torres, of course, is our host, but I include her as a testimonial because she also does swear to the efficacy of Tae-Bo, so she counts.
Although my training has led me to 4 Olympic medals.
TJ Storm, who we touched on briefly before.
When I'm training for a movie like Conan, for instance.
This one, technically a celebrity because he's a former welterweight champion, King Carlos Palomino.
And all the punching and all the kicking.
Former welterweight champion of the world. Good for him. Came back for a 17-year retirement and won 3 fights after doing Tae-Bo. I tend to believe him. Actor Peter Onorati.
You get into shape almost without knowing it. I mean,
I don't know if she's a celebrity, but she was fonted like a celebrity. Sandy Gimple, professional stunt woman, whom they showed video of falling down the stairs. Ha! Good for you.
I'm not as young as most of these guys. I'm 58 years old.
And the last one was sneaky because he was not fonted. Alfonso Ribeiro.
it's the best workout I've ever gotten in my life.
They didn't give him a font. They didn't put his name on there. They could have just put Carlton. Everyone would have been fine. But that is our list. So I know there's a bunch out there because I think that is really what they're trying to do. Build the cult of personality. Let everyone know that these are all the beautiful people that are doing this.
It's the best workout I've ever gotten in my life.
In addition to the regular everyday schlubs like us.
People just like you.
Dave, who really is talking you into buying into Tae-Bo?
There were a lot of good ones. I'm going to have to skip about half of them or else this would go on forever. But Carmen Electra was great.
I mean, I've taken so many different aerobics classes.
Sinbad was kind of throwing him softly down the middle. He seemed...
I'm going to Acapulco, but when it's Tae-Bo.
Pretty earnest, though. TJ Storm...
I'm running around as a barbarian half the time with my shirt off.
Great name. Still been in like 300 movies. King Carlos, he's the one I want to pick, but I can't.
I just believe that it made a difference in my comeback.
Because his like very direct, intense boxer mentality, and then talking about how he got 3 knockouts.
A door handle punched a hole in the drywall.
After he started doing Tae-Bo, and he's so intense that it's like, yeah, okay, maybe that helped your routine, you know? It's just, he was great. I kind of want to pick him, but you can't say no to Shaq.
Penny pump fake, steps through, Shaq follows. Hey, steps home!
This just shows you how omnipresent and great Shaq is. That it's like, oh yeah, if you go back to 1998, Shaq was doing Tae-Bo too. You know, the guy's everywhere.
Oh my goodness, Shaquille O'Neal, what an athlete! Are you kidding me?
Peak Shaq.
O'Neal puts it on the floor and stops, and he brought it down. He brought the whole goal down.
2001, 2002, and 2006. He went on that run to win championships, and Tae-Bo started in 98. Like,
yeah, this is it.
This is it. This started it. So as much as I love Sinbad,
Dear
and
Santa, could you send me a bike and a slinky? No, your father's been laid off.
This is why he left Orlando, so he could be closer to Billy Blanks. That was it.
I think so. He wanted to go to the Billy Blanks. What's the name of the place? The Billy
Blanks
like,
World Training
workout
Center.
place that looks like a Hyatt Regency breakout room or something.
Oh, it doesn't look like it. Probably was.
It is, yeah.
Do you think Shaq made all his money in Orlando? No, dude, Shaq made all his money in college.
Shaq got rich playing in Orlando? Hardly. He made his fortune moving to LA. You know how much he makes now?
As much as he made playing in college?
Just look up Shaq, how Shaq gets paid in endorsements. It's bizarre.
You gotta have a Shaq pack, baby.
There's a reason he does the general.
Ride with the general.
There's a reason he probably gets paid for this one with his group that he gets paid from.
So you're definitely picking Shaq, Mark?
Definitely picking Shaq. Oh yeah. Proven winner after this happened.
Can you say no to Shaq, Dan?
No, that would not be beneficial. Even if I was doing Tae-Bo and I felt like I wanted someone to attack me in a parking lot, it wouldn't be Shaq.
I feel a lot better when, say, I'm walking alone and I see somebody approaching me. I said, you know what? This guy's going to mess with the wrong person.
I don't care how much Tae-Bo you did. That dude is 7 feet tall, 300 pounds minimum, like at his peak.
Come on now.
He'll break your neck really easily.
Hey, give the man a break. He's a dad trying to get a toy.
But I do want to spend a couple of minutes on Sinbad because he was such a focal point.
Sinbad.
And again, they hit it 3 times. First hit was just like the I love Tae-Bo.
Hi, I'm Sinbad.
The second one was people don't want to go on vacation because they don't want to miss out on things. They, I don't want to go because I don't want to stop doing Tae-Bo.
I'm going to Acapulco, but I'm going to miss Tae-Bo.
And you just bring the video with you. You just do it in your room if that's important to you. But in his last hit, they come into him and it's like the Captain Monterey Jack sitting on the stage.
This isn't a game here, okay? This isn't the NBA, and my name isn't Charles
It's like feet
Buckley.
wise.
Hey.
Come on. Hey, guys, I'm Sinbad. And I know that you think of me as a funny man telling jokes, but I wanted to be a serious actor.
I was trying to change my movie career.
And studios laughed at me. But now I'm doing Tae-Bo, and now they got to take me seriously. And history does not reflect that, unfortunately. So
I know it can make things happen for you like it happened for me.
I don't know if he was just so in on Tae-Bo that they committed to giving him his separate interview. That's what it's. I don't know why they decided to do that.
That's all I do.
But I would guess it's because he was in it more. Let me say this real quick.
I'm gonna do something more real quick
before you respond. The whole thing is very inside LA vibes. LA legitimate trend with that Christian religious sort of Scientology, like commit to this weird.
It focuses on a man named Billy Blank.
what was that Travolta gym movie? What was that one? This is like that.
Travolta gym movie?
Oh yeah, I don't know the name of it. When he's doing aerobics with
What?
With Jamie Lee?
Jamie Lee Curtis.
I don't know what you're talking.
And they both look fantastic. They must be in their mid to late 20s.
They're both absolutely peaking.
If you want to see what 13 inches looks like.
Perfect. 1985.
John Travolta, Jamie Lee Curtis in the James Bridges film.
This is to be continued.
Perfect.
There you go.
So yeah, Dave, your homework is to watch Perfect.
I don't know what that movie
Oh
is.
my god. Yeah.
No, but yeah, the Inside LA, yeah.
I like that.
Dave, what you're describing is what they show from 10 years earlier in that film.
I would gladly take one of your aerobic classes if you let me interview you.
I was really beginning to like you too.
And yes to absolutely all of it.
Wow.
That's incredible.
Leading into this was Sinbad's actual peak because he did 95 House Guest.
Sound triggers it off, man. That phone rings. Bam! I'm talking about vomit coming up. The woman's got the shit. This is ugly, man. Foam is coming out the mouth. You don't want to see that.
96 Homebound 2.
Yo, I got dibs on Chubby.
96 First Kid.
Cool, man. Hey, all you gotta do now is ask Katie out.
96 Jingle All the Way.
And as if I didn't have enough pressure in my life, my son sends me out for some like goofy butt toy, some fruity robot named Turtle Man.
Good.
Turtle Man.
And then when you get the toy, it breaks and you can't fix it because it's a little cheap plastic.
I'm just so glad I can start using Jingle All the Way drops now. Thank you.
Oh, these cookies! I gotta get the recipe from Les. Put that cookie down now!
Good Burger.
Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Can I take your order?
That was 97, so it was like his role as Mr. Wheat.
Must be a shift change.
In Good Burger. He was like, that's it.
I was trying to change my movie career.
I'm an action star now. And Hollywood's
I
like,
wanted to go into leading parts. I wanted to do some of the action stuff, and they were laughing at me.
you're really not. He's like, no, I am. I'm doing Tae-Bo. And they're
So
like,
what happened is, I started taking the Tae-Bo class with Billy, and it changed my life.
that's great. You can do Nothing Ever Again, because that's what happened. He did an episode of Moesha.
P.S. Check this box if you like Moesha.
Oh, check it. We like Moesha.
He also, on New Year's Eve in like 97 or something, he, instead of the ball dropping, he blew up a casino in Las Vegas.
Start your New Year off with a bang. I'll be coming to you live from Mirage Hotel in Las Vegas on New Year's Eve, along with Hootie and the Blowfish, Salt and Pepper, and the Doobie Brothers. But at midnight, we're really gonna bring that house down. Because one of those Vegas casinos will be blown to smithereens.
Like alternative content to Dick Van Dyke was Sinbad blows up a casino.
He does it every year. No.
No.
Hey, guy, as a goof.
He blows up a different casino every year. And was the Dick Van Dyke content
The Dick Van Dyke Show.
going up against the Dick Clark content? Was it a three-way fight?
Come on, man.
Did I say the wrong thing?
Can I goof it up on?
Call now.
Oh, no.
When I was a freshman in college, I made a Facebook page.
Awesome, man. All right.
Facebook page. It was before anybody made like fake accounts. Like I would think it's like the advent of Facebook. I made a Facebook page because I was like, I need a celebrity endorsement.
According to Billy, the things that are important to athletes and celebrities are the same things that are important to everyone.
For this project I'm going to do.
Any project, big or small,
Mark Pedrati.
can do it all.
I'm going to do this project and like.
I think I remember this.
And so I made a David Atkins Facebook page, Sinbad, David Sinbad Atkins. And so I found out where I went to high school.
Gee, I can't wait till I go to high school.
Got a fake high school address, put it on there.
I can't believe this. I'm telling you.
And started like peppering my wall and stuff with different Sinbad photos.
Hi, I'm Sinbad.
So, and then I went and endorsed this project, and it was like, oh, crazy. Like, what a weirdo for doing this. And I started getting like messages from people to be like, hey, like, you're an inspiration to me. And
Sinbad is the greatest. I love Sinbad.
I started like gaining followers like crazy.
His chest is going crazy.
And boom, 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 boom. And like I got all this laundry from people. And
that's how you met your wife. She's just a big Sinbad fan. She was disappointed when you guys met, but you know what? She got over it. She fell in love with the stories. So it was the first successful catfishing that resulted in a beautiful marriage.
Just Sinbad catfish.
Good fish.
Beautiful fish.
And she still calls you Sinbad to this day. So that's fantastic.
Facebook to this day won't let me use that email address.
Nor should they. That is
You looked okay.
I look okay.
You look great. Wow. So obviously put another trophy on Shaq's shelf. Not that he needs it, but Sinbad was awesome.
That is awesome.
Sinbad.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Sinbad would be proud to be riding shotgun next to Shaq.
Hey, give the man a break.
So I think everyone's going to be happy with how that one turned out.
Sinbad was great, yeah.
He's the
Great
best.
Get off your butt, man. Before work or after work, you Tae-Bo.
Next up, best freeze frame.
Mm.
So there are some weird production things in this. One of the women early on during her testimonial, she comes in black and white and then is brought up to color. I rounded back. I was like, oh, is this a bad YouTube clip? No, it was like it was the 90s, man. Just did some shit. So that was great. But we also got 2 freeze frames where 2 women who are giving their testimonial bits, they speak, they're staring down the barrel, and then the video freezes, their audio runs for another handful of seconds, and then bam, fun, left-hand side of the screen. Incredible. The first nominee is Chantel Bisson. And her clip right before they cut to Shaq, where she is very proud of the results she's getting from Tae-Bo. She fits into pants that she couldn't fit into since before the birth of her 3rd child. So great for Chantel. And as she's finishing up her testimonial, freeze frame on the smile, cartoon wipe kind of to like distort the frame, black third of the screen. Go get a pen.
Sell me this fucking pen right here. You can sell anything, sell that. Go ahead.
Uh-oh, you know it's coming. I was like, oh, here comes the call now bit. They're like, no, Here comes Shaq.
Oh, he came flying out of nowhere.
And then the call now bit. So it's like, all right, go get your pen while Shaq talks. So okay, I'll be right back. Our second and final nominee is Julie Phillips, who was really excited when her mom told her that her butt was smaller.
My mom noticed. My mom's like, you know that Tae-Bo thing you do? She's like, your butt's looking smaller. And I'm like, yay, finally.
And then they close it with the same production technique of the cartoon blur wipe, the black third of the screen. Then it says, now you know. So now you know that Julie Phillips' mom thinks that her butt looks smaller.
Sure.
Great. That's it. So you got to go get a pen.
Write your name down on that napkin for me.
I don't have a pen.
Exactly. Supply and demand, my friend.
Now you know.
You know something?
Dave, what's your favorite freeze frame, bub?
Julie Phillips. It's incredible. The freeze frame is ridiculous. That, I think, is a technique, like an editing technique.
They didn't have to do it.
Like an Avid to tape thing. Because like the guys like Tim and Eric took that to the nth degree.
I'm not ready. We're not ready yet. Princess grew up little small.
But it's so weird. I don't even know what it does. But it's so funny. But also because in Bowflex, I think like it was so bro-y.
What's wrong, Eli?
That they once they got a woman there,
or a woman,
they didn't want to say things like it'll make your thighs and butt look smaller.
Like if a woman wants to work out.
Look at her glutes. Look how her glutes work. And like, this is weird.
Work the glutes.
This is clearly for dudes. Like they got women on there that were clearly like, hey, I just wanted to like get my waist, butt, and thighs smaller, and like it works, man.
We
and
heard a lot of that. There was a lot of ladies on this who were saying about the comments again about their abs, their butts.
I have to say abs and butt.
There's one who's just so excited to wear a bikini to the beach this year.
This is my first summer in a bikini, and I owe it all to Tae-Bo.
And not just women, but the men too. The guys are really pumped to take their shirts off finally.
I'm running around as a barbarian half the time with my shirt
off.
off.
A lot of McConaugheyisms.
Today's scene, I think, would be a good opportunity for me to take my shirt off.
Dudes just pumped to get to the beach and get them tops off.
Yeah, I can go to the beach without my shirt.
So tops off, tots out, hats off to them. Mark, are you in camp Julie Phillips, or are you hopping aboard the Chantel?
Julie for sure. I mean,
so good.
I loved. It's such a great response.
Another clean sweep. Wow.
I really want to interview her mom.
My mom didn't recognize me
too, to see if she actually said that, or maybe give a little bit more. But so when we get introduced to Billy, with the quote on the screen, it's like a dip from black. Reveal, and it's like a pan up on it's a still him, and the screen reads Billy is the most sought after trainer among LA elite. He's LA's fitness guru to the stars.
And even the National Enquirer calls you the fitness guru to the stars.
It's like an epic introduction to him. It could fit in this category, but I mean, Julie's is pretty damn good too.
I mean, it feels so good.
Yeah, well, it's tough because I think this is if we were really going down the rabbit hole of production stuff, I think the editors were just trying to spice up a lot of footage.
Spicy jalapeno poppers.
That they have. And in 98, when you spice up footage, you put strange filters on it.
With my oil cleaning filtering system.
So many physical tapes, like you said.
Yeah.
Like the PAs that had there, I can just picture the boxes, all of the paper boxes that have been dumped out and just full of goddamn Avid tapes that they have to move.
Hey, I'm punching. Hey, I'm kicking.
Everything crossfaded too.
Yeah, like a freeze into a crossfade. It begs the question who creative was behind this.
Brought to you by Northern Response.
Because I would assume Billy probably has some people that he likes.
Billy likes to tell people the truth about working out.
But it doesn't seem like it has like a very clear stamp, which is I think why it looks a little weird from that documentary journalistic thing.
Yeah, pretty great though. And yeah, even if it's included, I think not just the Julie Phillips of what she says and what her mom said, but the fact that they stamp it with "now you know."
I don't know how I could do this at home with any other machine.
Bam! Exclamation point. It's like, oh, but yeah, I mean, sure.
Yep.
It was awesome. So
that was awesome.
Congrats to Julie Phillips and her new smaller butt.
There were parts of my body that just were not slimming down. That my thighs just wouldn't get the way I would like them, and my stomach was not toned. But it just seemed like I had done as much as I could do, and this weight wasn't going to come off. But then when I came into Tae-Bo, it did come off. I noticed changes in my body that step and running and swimming and all the other things that I was doing weren't taken care of. And my mom noticed. My mom's like, that Tae-Bo thing you do. She's like, look, that's looking smaller. And I'm like, yay, finally.
Our next category is Best Acronym. So, Tae-Bo, Taebo. So the most common one, and the one I think that was associated with the product when it came out, was our first nominee, which is Total Awareness, Excellent Body Obedience. But, as we mentioned, Billy's still at it. And his site, Tae-Bo Nation, which features a gigantic picture of Billy's beautifully kept bald head. Next to that, Tae-Bo is the vertical, and the acronym being spelled out as Take Action, Execute, Believe, Overcome.
Believe in the ball and throw yourself.
Those are what I could find. So I think for technical reasons, those are our two true nominees for Best Acronym. I don't know, neither of them really moved the needle for me, but it was just kind of weird that first this is a Korean words.
Tai from the Korean word for foot and bo for the word boxing.
Then it's Taekwondo and boxing. Then it's like, no, it's an acronym. So it's all kind of confusing. And I wanted to get some input from you guys if either of these make any bit of difference to either of you, or if this is just a fun way for me to get to what I want to do, which is tell you guys all the fun acronyms that I came up with.
May have one as well that kind of speaks of the end goal of what Tae-Bo is.
You gonna tell us?
Let me tell you what it is.
Okay.
Sure.
Tame an electric babe
Or a woman.
our way.
Whoa.
I think that's what it is. I think you're doing it for that. Seeing the bods punching and kicking.
And all the punching and all the kicking.
You're doing that for one reason.
You guys, you want to look like Randy?
Taming an electric babe our way.
All right.
And that's Billy's way.
Sounds like Tae-Bo, but that's good. I'll take it.
That's good.
Dave, did you have any you wanted to sample for us?
Oh, well, I took it seriously between the two things, because I like from Tae-Bo Nation, Take Action, Execute, Believe, Overcome, because that sounds like my man Billy wrote it.
It focuses on a man named Billy Blank.
And since we're all in the cult of Billy,
I'm excited.
or at least I am,
I'm going to Tae-Bo.
I really liked that one.
And I really like that.
What I tried to do and kind of screwed up,
You won't goof it up.
was take all of the celebrity endorsements and do it that way, but I think I ran out at the E portion. So so I blew it, guys.
That's okay.
Okay.
We still love you, and I actually agree with you. I like that one as the better and the true Ronnie winner. But now the reason that this was included as a category, I would like to share with you my list of Tae-Bo acronyms that I came up with. And some of them do need a little bit of preamble, so I will share that with you. So the first is for any NFL team looking for a new head coach this offseason should practice Tae-Bo. Take anyone except Bill O'Brien. So that's one good rule.
Did Bill O'Brien deserve to be fired?
Of course, he never deserves to be hired in the first place.
Oh, we got the Bill O'Brien digs in there.
Yeah. He's like, Jesus Christ, even call what? Come on. Maybe these will appeal to you guys a little bit more. So for fans of the Rompelpeel pasta maker can try and extrude bolognese, obviously.
Ooh,
Thank you.
That's good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Obviously.
For the ladies who in the infomercial are just hoping someone tries to fight them in the parking lot because they're ready,
No one can mess with me. At least they shouldn't.
it can be tempt aggressive external beatings often.
Oh, that was a reach.
At least we're trying. Triple angry Episcopalians binge Ozark.
That's the best one.
That's the best part.
Yeah, they do, though.
And the last one actually came up a little bit before. Tim and Eric Bob Odenkirk.
Computer load up celery man, please.
There you go.
Starting point.
Nice.
Maybe they should have started a production company called Tae-Bo and tried to go to war with Billy Blanks. Probably not in their best interest. There you have it.
Can I change my pick, Dan?
I'm changing mine to Ozark.
I'm changing mine to Bill O'Brien.
All right. Bill
I'll move
O'Brien.
on from mine to yours because it's so true.
The problem is people have been lied.
Billy would be proud that you took action and executed, believed, and over. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I had the will, and making garbage puns and acronyms off of Tae-Bo was my way.
You got the will.
Take anyone except Bill O'Brien and Triple Angry Episcopalians binge Ozark. So good for me. I'll take a quarter share of Irani, and I'll try and reinvest it and get a full one in the future. But we'll just keep taking action until we can execute, believe, and overcome. And Ronnie's. That was fun. Congrats to all of our winners. And congrats to us.
Truth is, it's gonna be a challenge.
It's the best workout I've ever gotten in my life.
I got bored.
Hi, I'm Sinbad. Now, most of you know me for being funny and telling jokes.
I'm going to Tae-Bo.
Get off your butt, man.
All right, guys. So it's time to head to the home stretch. I mean, if it's time, should we just pull the trigger and be Blanks boys? Anyone interested in getting a little bit of Tae-Bo on their sleeves? What are we doing?
I would do it again just to see what it was. So I have a good story here. I looked up NATO's intermediate nuclear weapons division called Northern Response.
Houston, we've had a problem.
They did Insanity too.
Insanity, baby.
I wonder if Sean T was kind of like the bridge while Billy was off a little bit, right? Felt like it went away, but it might.
I wonder if he just like got a gym though. You know, Billy.
Yeah, I mean, he had his physical gym in LA that everyone's flocking to.
When you build these things, you are a celebrity. You're doing celebrity appearances, talking about it. There's books and shit. Like, he's done making the VHSs, I think, in '98, and he's moved on to just being Billy Blanks, which I think is the phenom of what we know him as.
I can't imagine him being happy without having a crowd of people that he's like helping work out.
It focuses on a man named Billy Blank.
I mean, I'm sure he works out by himself, but it seems like him having a big group of people that he's changing their lives.
The next 30 minutes could change your life.
I don't know. Like, I would like to think that, 2010 to 2020, Billy Blanks had some fitness classes because it seems like those people would miss him.
There's only one Billy Blank.
It's an addiction, right? And I don't think he's addicted to the adulation. I think what you just mentioned, Dave, is what he's addicted to.
I did not want to hurt myself.
He would have been doing this anyways. If he was just doing this for a gym of 20 people who are like, oh, I love Billy does Tuesdays. I go to Billy's class. He calls it something silly like kick throw.
Power run.
We jump, we do punches and kicks.
Makes you want to do it.
Like, I feel really good about it.
I'm pretty excited about it.
I think he would have done that no matter what.
Don't you think that he probably influenced celebrities underground private things before this, and he just had a base of like some big name people that he just could roll out? And I think
You can find people named Sinbad, Carmen Electra, Lisa Renna.
It seems intense, and it seems like it took off. So, he's probably hustling, getting roles, which are like these long days. He's there for 3 days, making like a day rate, etc., doing stunts and martial arts.
Including 20 action movies.
He's doing the fitness classes on the side, and then somebody or him is just like, oh man, like I can do this instead of getting these day rates and having shitty health insurance. You know,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, he's like, you guys work for me now. It's like, what?
Yeah.
you know what's funny about him though too is we've never really seen him break character in an interview.
I got bored.
Yeah. That's why I don't think it's character, right?
It's
And
not
it's
that-
almost
yeah,
like
yeah.
it's too good.
The problem is people been lied to.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like he's buying into like the guru shit. He's like, no, he's like,
And even the National Enquirer calls you the fitness guru to the stars.
you got to do this. And that's the point
Truth is, it's gonna be a challenge.
you guys made really early on too, is like, this is hard,
Hi, I'm Sinbad.
but you're going to love it. It's like, oh,
It's life-changing. It empowers you, and you're learning moves that can help you protect your life if you need to.
That's why he's counterculture, because he's ahead of the curve. It's before CrossFit. It's before all these things where it's like beat the shit out of yourself, and that will make you feel better.
Bigger and better than anything.
You know what I mean? It was very much before all of that.
yeah. Back when high school coaches could still hit you.
Coach is filmed before a studio audience.
And another thing, so it's kind of ridiculous that they say you can fight people after you do it.
No one can mess with me. At least they shouldn't.
But if it empowers some women to feel more confident in
Well,
defending
that's-
themselves, who gives a
exactly.
shit, you know?
Well, that's it. It's like the line that you wanted to live right in that sweet spot of, I feel confident in myself.
My chest looks better.
Right. And should I face adversity, I feel better equipped to address that adversity.
What in the hell's diversity?
Yeah.
You don't want to go seeking attackers. You don't want to do that.
I don't usually go into the parking lot. I'm like, oh, I can beat somebody up. But I know that if something was to happen, I have strength now.
I don't think that that's a good idea. I think this also feeds into them being interviewed right after a class. So
Yeah.
they're still like, they haven't even toweled off. They're like, yeah, I hope someone comes through that door because I'm ready to clean somebody.
It's time for the Roto Razor
It
Challenge.
was a smart move. That was a smart move on the
Yeah.
production side to do that.
Yeah, don't get them on their off day. Don't get them Abe Mills with his turtleneck.
This guy told me about the Bowflex.
on. You want these people like sweating, red face, be like, yes, that was awesome.
I'm going to Tae-Bo.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's believable.
Yeah.
When I'm training for a movie like
Hold on. Okay, I know what everyone's gonna say, but it'll be in the vein of the Ronnies that we did. Okay, so Tom Purvis.
I'm Tom Purvis, trainer to the trainer.
Randy.
You guys, you want to look like Randy?
And Billy Blanks.
I got bored.
A 3-man death match.
Not even close.
Who comes out on top? Yeah, it's got to be Billy, right?
Takes your wheel.
No.
I feel like Purvis makes it look a little bit like Triple H match, just brawn. You know what I mean? But Billy Blanks just puts him down.
No. You guys are thinking about it wrong.
It's wrong.
So it's unfair going in because Tom and Randy are aligned.
Hold on to your power rod.
So they'll go 2-on-1.
I don't know how I could do this at home with any other machine.
So they'll go at Billy, but Randy's roid rage will overconsume him, and as he's finishing Billy, Tom's going to hit him with a cheap shot and clean him. And Tom Purvis, trainer of the trainers,
That's all I do.
is going to be the last one standing there in his pleated khakis.
That makes me cry.
Yeah, but who's got the posse? You got Carmen.
I mean, I've taken so many different aerobics classes.
You got Shaq.
Get off your butt, man.
You got Sinbad.
Yo.
Dear Santa, could you send me a bike?
Sinbad's like 6'5". Shaq's
Yeah, we
7'2".
I don't know. We got Eli. We got
Power rod.
Desiree.
C4.
We got Abe Mills.
Not like I look bad.
Barry Ozer.
Remember Barry Ozer?
Craig Alberthal.
I did not want to hurt myself.
Oh my God.
All these
this is
household names.
This is fantastic.
Remember Barry Ozer?
I've been heavy all my life.
But the equalizer.
Oh, he was
TJ Storm.
Yeah.
I'm running around as a barbarian half the time with my shirt off.
Yeah, if we're going the Warriors style brawls and the floozies come out, then absolutely the Tae-Bo Bandits definitely beat up the Bowflex Baby Boys. But
Because we're with them too. We're bandits with them.
Yeah.
oh yeah, I would be really sad, but I would hope that Tom knocked me out like in the fight. I would try to get just to be close to him.
Dan loves Tom.
I would just hope Randy got another promotion. That's all I want. That's all I do.
That's all I do.
I feel like we sprinted through this because we couldn't hold our excitement in. But
That's good.
I'm red faced. I'm out of breath, and I love Billy.
Great infomercial. This is a big thumbs up. I was excited about this one.
I'm pretty excited about it.
Too bad he paid everybody.
Shut up. Thank you all for tuning in. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, or follow on your preferred podcast medium. And for all things Call Now, visit callnowpodcast.com. And if you want to connect with the boys, you can find them at Call Now Podcast on Twitter and Instagram, or send them an email at callnowpodcast@gmail.com. And if you can't fight the urge to pick up the phone and call now, you can leave them a voice message at 617-356-7439. And if you call in the next 30 minutes, you might just be the next star of Call Now. Thanks again for listening, and we hope you tune in next time to Call Now.
Thank you for listening. This has been a B+ effort. We'll try harder next time.